Hey everyone, welcome to this video and I'm going to help you understand what are 8 levels to master performance marketing in 2026. Now, what is performance marketing? Basically, it's to improve the performance of your campaigns or your ads by understanding the platform, by feeding the right data, by coming up with the right creative angles, by measuring the right data again and then making right decisions. Basically, that's what is performance marketing all about. And let's understand what it takes to become a performance marketer in 2026 and beyond. Now, the first things first is to understand the designing of funnels, right? So, how to generate traffic, to generate leads, and then conversions from there on, right? So basically understanding the strategies for top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel is important as well, and strategy starts here. So whenever you get a client or whenever we get a client, we basically break down that particular client strategy into three aspects. We understand what we could do from ads perspective at awareness level, what we could do at consideration levels, what we could do for conversions and coming up with offers, and also a bit of retention, which is basically to be able to send WhatsApp and nurture further and so on, right? So this is your first level of mastery. The second thing that we want to master is the platform mastery itself, which is basically understanding meta ads, what are the buttons you need to know inside, what does each option do, understand YouTube ads, demand generation ads, Google ads, and everything together. Here what you need to build is system thinking, right? Which is understand the logic of the platform, what are AI driven automations today and how it's changing the entire game of performance marketing. What's the bidding behavior, the algorithm, what's auction, what is bear method, and so much more inside this. And also it's important that how do you set up the account structure or hierarchy and learn to structure campaigns for scalability and clarity as well. So your performance or platform mastery becomes extremely important here. Now, the third level of mastery is the creative mastery, which is where you learn how to build, high velocity output creatives, how to use AI to come up with, again, creative ideas, copy, and so much more, and how creative targeting has become modern targeting, right? So the interest based targeting is almost dead, and you need to be able to come up with creatives in the right way to reach out your audiences. So if you want to reach out premium luxury audiences, your creativity or your creative should be around those lines as well. So your ability to ship 20 to 25 creatives, come up with different angles and testing is going to be of utmost importance here. And here creatives are the new targeting, always remember that. All right, now let's understand the next level of mastery, which is retention mastery, right? This is where you learn to build your landing pages. You learn to build your WhatsApp flows, WhatsApp chatbots, your capability of sending the right emails. And here is where you need to be able to come up with good retention strategy. And if you're using apps, then the push notifications, you're using some retention tools, your ability to learn that segment different clients, segment different customers, and to send them personalized messaging is of utmost importance to get uh, you know retain better clients, make them to pay more, get them to buy more, and so on. So the idea here is to able to understand this well, because money is in the follow-ups, right? Money is here. You will be able to run ads and you'll be able to generate leads and get some sales. How to be more profitable from there on, it's all about the nurturing sequences that you build, and this is where you learn that. And at Digital Scholar we teach WhatsApp flows, WhatsApp chatbots, how to build, and that's one of the key skills that a lot of agencies, lot of freelancers lack, is here. Today anybody can run ads, right? Every third person is capable of running ads, that's there. But are they capable of increasing the performance of that ads and making more money? Is via retention, and there is a serious skills gap in the entire country with respect to this retention part as such. So yes, you need to understand that acquisition bleeds without retention control, and that's something you should master, which is a fourth level of mastery. The fifth level of mastery is called as measurement mastery. Your capability of understanding how pixels work, what are UTM parameters, what are events to track specifically for e-commerce, GA4 integrations, attribution, how it works and what does it do, right? And here is where it's important that you truly understand this, because your capability of feeding the right data into meta ads and Google ads will reap much more benefits for you. If you dilute and poison with wrong data, like you are optimizing for wrong things, your ads will suffer and you will reach out to wrong audiences. So having a deep understanding again of measurement is important. Remember one thing: what you cannot track is what you cannot scale. So your capability of getting this right is really important. After iOS updates, after Meta ads has gone fully AI, Google ads have gone fully AI. The only thing that's left for you is to be capable of giving back the right data into these platforms, so that they could optimize well and get you more sales as such. Next you have is data mastery. Now, once you have understood a strategy, once you've had platform mastery, once you've done through creative mastery, you're doing retention, you were able to do measurement mastery. Now comes the ability to understand data, right? Your capability of understanding simple terms like what is CPC, what is CTR, CPL, ROAS, and 70 other plus metrics, which basically, let's say, how to understand the hook rate of a particular ad, how to understand the whole rate of particular audiences. It's important for you to read this manually as well as, and there is AI as well to predict winners and auto adjust certain parameters. But the point is that your capability of doing this manually is going to go a long way, and this is where you tend to uh, go from media buyer to a performance analyst as such. The next one we have is scaling mastery. Now, what is scaling mastery? Basically, your capability of spending more budgets for your clients by increasing audiences, location, products, coming up with offers, building the lifetime value of a customer, reducing the cost of acquiring a customer. But majorly scalings are of different types. We've got horizontal scaling, we've got vertical scaling, uh, and you need to be able to learn this well, because again, running ads at a small scale, you'll get good results. But what happens at the bigger scale? How do you really operate at that level? And that's a different game you need to play altogether. And again, this is something which is, this kind of information is not available anywhere. You'll only be able to find with agency owners like us, because we've already spent 30-35 million dollars until now, and for certain brands we're spending 1.5 crores a month. And to be able to maintain at that level, to maintain quality, to maintain sales, is an art in itself, right? So just randomly having budgets and spending it blindly is not going to help you make any money on the internet, right? So seventh level is scaling mastery. Once you have done your first six, you scale further. And finally, the last one, the good part, the monetization part, right? Once you have really understood all of it, you've built proof of work, you've worked with clients, get placed as performance marketers, you work with global clients or local clients to help them scale businesses and grow brands, which it could be your own brand or others with real ROAS. Now remember one thing: the money is at the strategy level. All right. So if you just go and select some buttons on Meta, that is not going to help you get there, right? What I'm trying to say is, if you just master the second one, you which is just the platform mastery, you are capable of only getting 10-15,000 rupees a month. Nobody is going to pay you more, because these platforms have become more automated in itself. But what really is going to draw you more money is your capability of strategizing funnels, your capability of coming up with creatives and different angles. Retention is a big challenge. Measurement is another big challenge. To able to read data, like a lot of people don't even know these terms, and to be able to read data is another thing, and scaling mastery as well. that's where you make good money. That's where you are capable of drawing whatever you ask for. Otherwise, if you just say that, if you're able to click or set up a normal lead generation you would have learned on YouTube or whatever, and you think you are deserving much more money, then trust me, you're going to be in a very small bracket, the last, the last 30% of the audiences, because you don't have really good skills, right? The skills are in these 8 levels of mastery, and a digital scholar, these are the timelines to master these 8 levels. In the phase one, we have um, so yeah, in the phase one we have your platform mastery for first 2 months. So you learn meta ads, you learn Google ads, and you basically also understand AI, how it is incorporated. So first 2 months we look at is in the platform mastery. From 2 to 4 months is going to be execution mastery, which is going to be you yourself going out. You would have already worked with us on 2 projects until here. So where you grow your meta ads, for a particular client, you do Google ads for a particular client and generate leads and do the sales. So from 2 to 4 months after you've done 2 projects, you're requested or you're advised to go out and get more freelancing projects, so that you could have a lot of, you could execute more, and then you could have like a thorough mastery over it. And then finally what you got is your phase 3, where you start building your personal brand, you start building your community, you start networking with the right people, you start growing your businesses, start your own agency, and so on, right? And that should be your next goal of 4 months to 12 months, so that you could make much more money. So this is your 8 levels of platform mastery or performance marketing in 2026. And at Digital Scholar, we are very happy that we teach all of it, so that you could understand and become a performance marketer for 2026. And everything has changed, right? Even if you've been doing ads since 3 4 years, right now it's a completely different game altogether. And I hope to see you inside, and you learn from us, you learn from the mentors. And you need to understand the two types of trainers. One is somebody who has a subject matter expertise, but they're not capable of teaching, they're not capable of putting across the concepts really well, and you don't understand. So they may be really good at the skills, they would have spent a lot of money and stuff, but they're not capable of teaching this. And that's something that you should stay away from. And then there are academicians, where they have amazing theoretical knowledge, but they've never really practically done any work, but they're capable of teaching, right? Again, you got to stay away from them. Now at Digital Scholar, we've got trainers who actually are practitioners, spent crores of money on ads, and the training is in our blood, right? So we've got both, the best of both the worlds to bring to you. So practical expertise as well as great trainers is what we are really proud of. And I hope you guys choose us and learn from us. See you inside.